So we're gonna go ahead and watch this JxmyHighroller video. I tried to upload a Celtics video last night, like the game, Celtics versus the Cavs or the Heat. No, I think it was the Heat. Yeah, and it got blocked. So, and I learned why it got blocked. So I think we're all good. I'm gonna make sure. Hopefully this one doesn't get blocked. But so yeah, we're gonna watch JxmyHighroller. This MVP race makes sense. And yeah, this is gonna be our second video of coming back. And I'm probably gonna do more videos with Angel and Tommy in them. Also, this video will be linked in the description if you just to credit it, you know. Let's go ahead and watch this. So it's JxmyHighroller. This MVP race makes no sense, and it really doesn't. Me personally, I already know that Shay's probably gonna win it, but I'm biased for Wemby. Okay, no. I don't know, bruh.
Is a player averaging a near 30-point triple-double worthy of an MVP? What about a player having one of the greatest defensive seasons of all time? Or how about a player
Wemby really is
averaging 34 points who put up...
No, the sad thing is Luka just got injured, and I'm pretty sure that was his 64th game. So he can't get the MVP. It's actually sad. Like, it's at 60, he got injured. Like, bro, it's actually sad, bro.
Up 40 a game for an entire month. Is he worthy of the award? Or what about a player who is having the most
it's gonna go to Shay.
Efficient 30-piece in the history of the NBA, on his way to 65 wins? Now, the answer is pretty simple. All of these seasons are worthy of an MVP. But what if all of these seasons are happening at the same time? 4 players, 4 legitimate cases being made, and only 1 award.
Yeah, this is one of the best MVP seasons we've seen in a while. MVP races we've seen in a while. Because last year, it was obvious. It was basically just Shea, or maybe Jokic.
Who should be the NBA's most valuable player this season? Well, that depends on who you ask and what they value.
Are we gonna get a JxmyHighroller ad? Yep, we are.
Money grows with
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get sponsored.
Winning
here.
the MVP.
Okay, we're here. The numbers. Okay. Here we go, guys.
Winning the MVP usually means putting up numbers that jump off the stat sheet.
Yeah.
It's not the only thing that matters, but big eye-popping box scores have almost become a prerequisite for the MVP award. And right now there's 2 players who don't just stand out this season, they stand out amongst every season. If we just look at raw box score numbers...
Yeah, let's just go over this. Highest scoring right now in this season. It's insane defense. Best defense right now. Probably the stat pattern of this, but still kind of really insane, really efficient. And this is like efficient like shooting. So yeah.
Jokic and Luka are gapping the entire league this season. Their numbers have gotten so absurd that they make Shay's 31, 4, and 7 look kind of normal. Add up their per-game points, rebounds, and assists, and Jokic and Luka are having 2 of the top 5 most productive seasons in modern NBA history. Bruh? Jokic joining the 50 Club, an exclusive group that was previously only occupied by 2017 MVP Russell Westbrook, 2025 Jokic, and 2024 Luka.
Yeah.
But if sheer numbers alone guaranteed a player an MVP, then Jokic would have won the award in 2025. And Luka would have won it in 2024.
Yeah, okay.
So would James Harden in 2019, Luka again in 2023.
Why did James Harden not win that, bruh?
And LeBron in 2018. As box score numbers continue to climb across the NBA, so does the frequency of these historically significant seasons.
It's
in
literally
fact,
just
17 of the last
Michael
20
Jordan.
most productive seasons in modern NBA history have all came in just the last 8 years. Seasons like this, that were once not only warrant of an MVP, but were historic milestones, are now becoming an annual occasion for players like Jokic, Luka, and Giannis. And the more often we see these shockingly large numbers, the more the shock wears off. It wasn't long ago when averaging a triple-double all but guaranteed Russell.
Yeah. Like, back in the day, averaging a triple-double would, like, guarantee you an MVP or some kind of award. But now, you have to average, like, a 40-point triple-double to even, like, be considered in the MVP. And people are going to look at your free throws and your field goal percentage, and if your team is winning, and if you're going to make the playoffs, and if you win the playoff. I mean, at that point, it wouldn't matter because you would have won the award. But, like, you know, they just look at your team, and they look at your stat. Like, they look at so many things. Like, you have to be dang near perfect, bro.
Russell Westbrook an MVP as a 6 seed. But in today's NBA, averaging a near 30-point triple-double might not even land you in the top 3 spots for the MVP. Unlike other superstars around the league who fill the stat sheet with historic volume, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has maintained his spot.
It's literally free for Shai because Luka can't get it. Nicola's probably not going to win it because I've seen the votes, and then Wemby might not win it
as the MVP favorite.
Wemby's going to win the DPOY though. He has to.
With a season of record-breaking efficiency and consistency, all while spearheading the best team in the league. According to ESPN's net point stat, Shai has only had 5 bad games.
That's crazy. In the negatives?
In fact, there has only been one season in the history of the league where a guard was more efficient than Shai at scoring the ball while averaging at least 30 a game.
Who is it?
And it was by the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah, I knew it. It was Curry.
Having the greatest season of his career.
2016, yeah. It's crazy that people can probably... I don't care. I still have Curry above. Just because Curry's team did better that season too. And it was just more historic. And to be honest, there was like crazy, like... There was still good comp at that time. So like... I mean, I still think Curry's was better, but I don't care. I'm not to discredit Shades. He's averaging more points, but like... Come on, bro.
But to say Shai has simply been
Curry averaged more points than that 32 right
efficient
there, so.
This season would be an understatement. So far this season, Shai is scoring 1.6 points every time he shoots the ball. That is
that's crazy.
The most points per
That's excluding free throws, right? I'm just asking.
Shot by any volume scoring guard in the
that's crazy.
History of the NBA. 2026 Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, no, he's gonna win the MVP, bro. There's no way he doesn't.
Alexander isn't having one of the most efficient seasons by a guard. He is having the most efficient season of all time.
Yeah.
Now, when stacked up against these three, Victor Wembanyama's numbers pale in comparison. A lot of his value coming on the defense.
I'm still taking 2016 Curry though.
Defensive side of the ball, and I don't think you'll find any never minds on the stat sheet. But
just because Curry was launching stuff from half court and Shai is not doing that consistently, and that's why Curry is less points, less or barely the same true shooting, because Curry was shooting stuff from far and Shai's just looking for the other shot. And obviously Shai's more built, like he's that type of guy to go to the line and to drive. Curry's more built for like his game, which is 3-point shooting, passing, handles, dropping people, getting to the rim when he wants to. Shai is more that gets the rim type of guy and can shoot the ball if he wants, but like Curry, obviously is the greatest shooter of all time. So
Victor has been on a minutes restriction all year. If we standardize these numbers on a per 75 basis, then you can really see just how much Wemby is impacting the game every time he's on the court.
Because the four blocks isn't even like showing Wemby's defense, because it's not showing all of it, because like there's like these quote unquote oopsie daisies where they like pass the ball or like, oh, what do I do? Like, bro. Because, like, he's just sending everything away from him, but, like, you're either getting the block getting the ball sent away when you drive, or it's, like, getting redirected, bro. Like,
box score numbers that match these other candidates, even as a player who doesn't favor offense. However, earning the title as the most valuable player in basketball requires value that goes far beyond the box score. But even looking past the raw numbers doesn't make this decision any easier.
Also, if there's any pauses, that means, hold up. If there's any cuts, that means that, I had someone come in my room or I had to go AFK, so, there might be one soon. Impact. So we're done with numbers, now we're gonna go with impact. Probably like the team, like their record, right?
Who is the most valuable player this season? That depends on what you value. In terms of estimated plus minus, it is Shai, who not only has a lead on the rest of the league, he has the 3rd highest single season EPM of any player this century, only trailing 2019 MVP James Harden and 2016 MVP Steph Curry. If we look at crafted plus minus, it's Nikola Jokic who reigns as the best player in the league this season, followed by Wemby and Shai. And if we look at daily plus minus, it is Jokic once again who tops the league with a sizable lead on everyone else. If these all-in-one advanced metrics told us everything, Nikola Jokic would be walking away this season with his 4th MVP. Fortunately for the rest of the field, the value a player provides for his team cannot be boiled down to one simple number. According to preseason odds, here are the projected number of wins each team was expected to finish with this season. Now, this
was kind of wrong. I mean, not really, It's probably kind of right.
Projections
I think the Spurs already
can be off for a number of reasons.
Yeah.
Teams dealing with injuries, unexpected leaps from young players, and of course the individual impact of an MVP level player. Coming into the season, the Denver Nuggets were projected to win 54 games. Right now, they are on pace for about 52. The Thunder were projected to finish with about 63 wins, a total they're on pace to surpass by 2 wins. The Lakers were projected to win 47 games, and they're currently on pace for 53. But it is the Spurs
the Spurs made a huge difference.
Who have completely blown away expectations this season. Preseason odds had them winning 45 games this year. They are currently on pace for 62 wins, exceeding projections by 17 wins. If you're looking for who provides the most value, it might be the guy who's transformed the Spurs from playoff hopefuls into title contenders. But looking at the
only reason why I don't think the Spurs are gonna win gonna go insanely deep in the playoffs is probably because they're just too young. If they get experience and Wemby can stay healthy, then and the team is not injured, then they're gonna go to the finals. I can't speak. Holy.
MVP from this angle assigns individual value to team success. And as we all know, despite the MVP being an individual award, more often than not, the perception of a player's value is heavily influenced by the success of their team. After all, if you are truly the most valuable player in basketball, you should be elevating your team to title contention. But rather than looking at team success, let's look at the individual impact these players have on their team. Dunks and Threes has a metric called estimated wins that takes the quality of play from any given player plus the minutes they've played throughout the season to get the estimated number of wins they've contributed to their team's total. Our 4 MVP candidates being the top 4 players in the league this season in estimated wins with 13.8, 14.6, 16, and 18. Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, there's no way Shea doesn't win the MVP now that I'm looking at this, bruh.
Responsible for a third of the Nuggets' wins. But it is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander who has contributed the most wins to his team this season. But arguably the most accurate way to assess a player's value is to measure how well their team performs when they're on the court versus when they're off the court. How much does a player's presence directly impact their team? Here are the top 30 players in the league this season and their team's net rating when they're off the court. From the Celtics.
Jaylen Brown. Bro, when Jason Tatum was, Jaylen Brown was carrying the and he's still carrying them. I think he's probably, right below Wemby for the MVP candidates. Or, he's in the talks. Well, kind of. Not in the top 4, but, bro, it's insane, bruh.
Celtics, who are firing on all cylinders even without Jaylen Brown on the court this season, to the Jazz, who are on the verge of relegation without Lauri Markkanen on the court. And now here is the effect these stars have on their team when they're on the court, with the 4 most impactful players in the league this season being Kawhi.
Wait, I think I read that wrong. On and off? Oh, okay, my bad. I think I read it wrong. But still, Jaylen Brown is really impactful for the Boston Celtics, bro.
Jokic, Giannis, and Wemby with the highest net on-off in the entire league of plus 17. This means the Spurs are 17 points better per 100 possessions with Wemby on the court. But this stat also reveals another key factor in the MVP race. We often judge a player's impact on how well their team is playing. This has been a point of contention with the MVP award for years. MVPs go to players on good teams with top seeds, and rightfully so. But what if a player has MVP level value, but they're on a bad team? With Bam Adebayo on the court, the Heat have a plus 7.8 net rating, one of the highest in the entire NBA. On-court impact, that is the difference between the Heat being one of the worst teams in the league and merely the 10th seed. Same goes for Giannis and Kawhi. MVP caliber seasons stifled by injuries and teams that are absolutely lost without them. Purely looking at a team's results, like wins or seeding, ignores how great some of these players have to play just to keep their team competitive. With that being said, the MVP award has always valued turning good teams into great teams over turning bad teams into average teams. And with that being the case, here are our 4 MVP frontrunners and the impact they are having on their teams. If you're looking for a player who impacts the game more than anyone else while pushing their team into great territory, then that player is clearly Victor Wembanyama, who is head and shoulders above the rest of the league in terms of the impact his presence has on his team. Now, it's important to note that the on-off metric doesn't measure how well an individual player is playing, but rather how well a team is playing while that individual is on the court. So what if we look at this the other way around? What if we directly measure a player's individual impact and how that affects their team's success? This is ESPN Analytics net point stat, and it divides credit and blame to each player on the court for every play of the game to measure the impact of each individual player. The higher the total net points, the more that player has contributed to their team's wins throughout the course of a season. In fact, the metric is so indicative of a player's value that ESPN literally calls it their MVP stat. For example,
crazy.
Last year's 2 MVP finalists, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Nikola Jokic, finished the 2025 season within 9 net points of each other. The next closest player
This is probably what they use to find the MVP, like, and stuff like this, bruh.
Halliburton, with about half as many. If you want to
no, why is okay? If you imagine Tyrese won the MVP, bruh.
Know why last year's MVP race was so historic and so close? Well, you're looking at it. But this year, the results of an entire season of basketball have turned out much different. There's no race.
You know, the race was like not as good as it this year when Tyrese Halliburton was in the top 3, bro. I mean, he was good, but like, come on, bro. Like, what?
In this MVP stat,
I mean, that's not really.
No back and
again, this isn't like raw MVP, but like, come on, bro.
Forth at the top of the leaderboard. There's no battle for the number 1 spot. It's just one guy, way ahead of everyone else. Who is truly the most valuable player in the NBA? Well, that all depends on who you're asking and what they value.
That's the end of the video, or I swear I saw more.
Cute sign bar.
That is, then I guess that's it. Or no, that's not it. Making the case. Okay, here we go. We're gonna lock
With
in.
just a couple weeks left
So this is where he's gonna combine everything, I think.
In the season, the MVP race has become so close that there is no clear consensus on who the actual most valuable player in the league is.
Yeah, there's a lot of
one source will say it's Luka, another will say it's
Can't
Wemby,
even win it anymore.
and another will tell you it's Shai. According to Basketball Reference's MVP tracker, it is Nikola Jokic who has a firm grasp on the top spot with a 60% chance of winning the MVP.
There's like so many like different websites that like say something different than other people, and then like ESPN saying something different, and then, like I'm just gonna wait until they actually win the like, bro. At this point,
ask the fans who they think should be the MVP, and you'll get a completely different answer. A couple weeks ago, NBA Central on Twitter asked fans who is the NBA's most valuable player, the options being Shai, Luka, Wemby, or Jaylen Brown. Within days, nearly 76,000 fans casted their votes, and running away with over 62% of all the votes as the clear winner was Luka Doncic.
well, Luka can't even win it anymore, so congratulations.
The result of a late season surge by Luka.
Oh, so it's gonna be Shai then. These guys are all gonna move to Shai. Wait, no, think about it. Laker fans, I think, would rather have Wemby winning the MVP than Shai. So maybe Wemby might have. Okay, but I don't think it's up to the fans. Isn't it up to like the officials?
30 points a game for an entire month, and efforts that slingshotted him up to 2nd place on the MVP ladder. Unfortunately, it's not the fans who get to vote for this award.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the media. And for them,
it's the media?
There has been one clear-cut leader throughout the entire season. Recently, the NBA did its annual MVP straw poll.
Yeah.
Survey asking a panel of 100 media members who they think this season's
Didn't Shai get like 88% or like 88 votes?
is. The results? Finishing in 5th was Luka Doncic, who received 0 first place votes.
Zero, yeah.
In 4th,
okay, let's see if I can recite this off the top of my head. I think Jaylen Brown had 1. I think Jokic had like 2 or 3, maybe 5. Wemby had like 20-ish, and then Shai had like 88.
Was Victor Wembanyama. In 3rd was Cade Cunningham.
Oh wait, never mind. I think
2nd was Nikola Jokic, and with a resounding 78 of the 100.
Oh wait, never mind. This was like this video was okay. I looked at a different one, like the most recent one. This one's like a couple days old.
Place votes was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now
Shai still got first. Yeah, Shai's gonna win it, bruh.
This poll was conducted back on February 20th.
Oh yeah, never mind. This is really old.
2 full months before the end of the season, and a lot can and has changed over that time. But in 2025, the same media straw poll was conducted around the same time. and they accurately picked the MVP last season.
Oh,
they also accurately picked the MVP in 2024 and in 2023 and in 2022 and in every single season since the introduction of this mid-season MVP poll.
There's no way. So in the history of this this metric or website right here, they've been right about the MVP. Yeah, Shai's gonna win it again, bro.
2016. Over the course of the entire season, 9 different players have slid in and out of the MVP leaderboard, from Luka and Cade to
who do you guys got winning it though?
Brunson and Jaylen Brown. But the first half of
I think Shai's gonna win it. I want Wemby to win it, but let's be realistic. I think Shai's gonna win it.
The season was all Nikola Jokic, dominating the #1 spot for 10 consecutive weeks. It wasn't until an injury sidelined him for a month when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander snagged the top spot and held on to it.
Shai like barely got injured, didn't he?
Some people describe it as a runaway victory. At least
yeah,
it
Shai
was.
never, no, bruh.
Up until last week.
Oh, okay. He never went down to. Okay.
When for the first time in his
oh yeah, he did get injured. Oh, I remember that.
young career, Victor Wembanyama grabbed the top spot as the MVP frontrunner. The biggest catalyst in Victor's climb to the #1 spot, not necessarily being his play on the court, which has been
he's in his 3rd year, by the way.
Strong and consistent.
This is technically his 2nd, because I don't count last year.
Throughout the entire season, it's what he said off the court.
3 arguments.
Oh yeah, this is arguments. I was about to say.
My first one.
50% defense, 50% of the game.
Is 50% of the game, and that it is undervalued so far in the MVP race. I believe I'm the most impactful player defensively in the league.
I mean, yeah.
Second argument would be we almost swept OKC in the season, and we dominated them.
Yeah, they were almost did.
My third argument would be that offense impact is not just points.
Yeah.
Immediately after this interview, Wemby's odds to win MVP shot up from plus 1,900 to plus 225, pushing Luka into the 3rd spot and turning this late season battle, at least on paper, into a 2-man race. If the MVP strictly went to the best player on the best team, then for the same reason he won it last season, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander would be crowned as the league's most valuable player. If the award went to the player who has the largest impact on his team, then Victor Wembanyama would become the youngest MVP.
And then Luka can't win anymore, so when he talks about Luka, we're just, you know.
In the history of the league, if the award was for the most dominant player in the league, Nikola Jokic would be a 4-time MVP by the end of the season. And if the fans had a say in it, Luka Doncic would be walking away as the league's most valuable
Luka's already injured and he has 64 points, so
player. Games. With 2 weeks left in the season, the MVP race has grown closer than it's ever been. And with 4 players who all have a legitimate case for the award, only one can earn the title as the NBA's most valuable player.
That's it, guys. Okay, let me know your comments down below, and let me know what else you want to see. I'm gonna try. Oh, holy chemistry question. I can't spell. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make more videos about stuff. And where did it go? Hello? Okay, I guess it just disappeared. Wait. Okay, never mind. It's back. I got it back. Holy lag. What? Oh. Okay. Never mind. He's played 54. I think maybe it's 6. Okay, either way, he's not gonna get the thing. So yeah, that's basically it. Let me know if you want to watch, if you want to see more videos by JxmyHighroller. Yeah, and I'll try to upload whatever I can. I'm gonna definitely upload the game when Curry comes back, which is Sunday against the Rockets. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, and I'll be in person at the game with the Kings. So I don't know if I'll make a video there on the 10th. So we'll see.